As the wheel of the year continues to turn, we can feel the shift of light with each passing day. October looks set to be a month of insight and vision as we turn within to explore the depths of the soul. So many are facing challenges, so many beleaguered and broken souls, and yet so much light at the same time. It's hard to keep moving ahead when the storms batter and the winds howl, but intuitively we sense the need to put one foot in front of the other. We carry on. Intuitively we sense that we are heading in the right direction, and we know that the challenges are an integral part of the journey. This isn't to say that life is no more than a challenge, although some might disagree. It's just an acknowledgement that we can still flourish and thrive even when we feel weary and fragmented. There are 2 steps. First, you don't do things you are not guided by your heart to do. If you have spent your life ignoring your heart while doing what society expects from you, this may present an enormous challenge. You have no practice in it. It may be difficult to even hear your heart. All you hear are these voices of fear. The first step is to have the willingness to hear your divine personal will, to begin to turn this ship around, to begin to be guided by that voice. If you can't hear your inner voice, create space for it. You create space by letting go of things you know it isn't, the things you truly don't wish to do. This doesn't mean you need to quit your job today. It doesn't mean you have to do anything. But if the job doesn't bring you joy, you will probably leave it sooner or later. The creating and filling of that space is the second step. Maybe you start in a small way. Here's an example. The grass is growing and could be cut. The neighbors' lawns are all better trimmed. In addition, there's a free of the dandelions and weeds that spread across yours. The mind says that you should go out and mow it, perhaps also finding a way to eliminate those pesky dandelions and weeds. Does the heart wish to cut the grass today? If it doesn't, don't do it today. Facing the judgment of others, not to speak of your own, will put you through great emotional upheaval. Even when the skies are dark and the way ahead is hidden in shadow, the light within our hearts and souls is a constant guide and companion. Yet so many of us stop noticing this inner light, feeling too caught up, battling ahead in the storms. Of course, the light doesn't fade, it burns brightly. It's just that we stop seeing it. The gentle flickering light within our hearts and souls is a unifying force. It's a light that brings connection and enlightenment. It can also illuminate pain and challenge, but it brings us wisdom in the process. It's therefore easy to see why so many feel this path is a double-edged sword, longing for joy and peace, but experiencing so much pain in the process. It's not an automatic assumption that in order to step wholeheartedly into the light of the soul, we each need to suffer, but this is the case for many. It can be hard to feel joy when life is so tough and unjust, but our souls whisper for us to keep on. When we breathe consciously and feel the light within glowing brighter, it's our willingness to listen and surrender that both seem so important. Listen to the guidance from within and surrender to the process. Be aware each day where action is triggered by fear. As you stop trying to be a good girl or a good boy, space will open up in your life. The space that was filled with acting from guilt and a sense of duty. Don't fill this space with more obligations. This is a space to play in. Enjoy it. Slowly find things you have been wanting to do but have denied yourself. This is not a space for judging what is practical, good, or right. The only filter is whether you feel like doing it. Is there at least a modicum of passion present? You've been taught to believe that you are little, that you are a sinner, that others need to show you the way, that you lack the wisdom to choose for yourself. Is any of that true? That is a prison. You hold the key. You commit to not accepting all of that anymore. You open the door and let yourself move toward the love and the light and the joy that you wish to know and experience. Participant, it sounds like when you are grown up you can have this discernment. Is this what I want to do? Is this my freedom? How is it for a child? Is there freedom for them also? Surrender isn't giving up or giving in. It's standing in the moment and being with it fully. In this 24/7 world of constant stimulation and noise, it's hard to find the space and quiet to go within and to find sustenance from the soul. Yet without it, we can feel hollow and empty, running on autopilot. It's important to seek out space, even amongst the noise of life. It's always there, we just need to turn towards it. Whilst this doesn't fix anything, it brings us back to center and back to the light within to guide us. So many of us tend to try to fight or fix anything we perceive to be wrong or broken in life. We resist what we don't understand and push away anything that doesn't feel normal. Surely though, normal doesn't exist. Each soul is a unique and vibrant spark of light that twinkles and glimmers in its own way. What is normal? Yet, the quest for normal, for being part of the flock, seems to shape and define the lives of so many. It's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture when we are so focused on trying to be what we're not. Normal is a measuring stick that many weaponize, but when we accept there is no such thing as normal, we step towards a place of loving and tender acceptance. On the other hand, it could be said that much of the audience is still acting like children, still trying to do the right thing, or perhaps living in rebellion. Those who rebel may not be any freer than those who cooperate, rather than being free to do as they wish. It could also be suggested for those of you who are no longer children, but occasionally or more often find yourself in their presence, that you could try two things. First, do your best to allow the children to follow their hearts as opposed to trying to impinge in them your thoughts of who they should be and what they should do. You will not have much success there if you are not allowing such freedom for yourself. Children will be more influenced by your actions than your words, so let yourself out of jail. Second, you can consider the possibility that perhaps the children are the teachers and you are the student. They likely are in greater contact with their passions and act more frequently on them. The socialization project of mass consciousness has not yet been completed.